this down here. Okay. Just flip this short again for a second. Here. So Pluto's in the 4th house, opposing his sun in the 10th, ends the main income source. Oh, how is he going to hold everything together? Kids in school, kids in university, the wife's in university, 3 in the university, he's carrying everything, he's family. He doesn't know if he doesn't believe he can get by. He just survived. And at the same time, he's getting painful. He's getting things he can't keep working the same amount. So eventually, by the end of this, the job goes. Then he has to figure what I'm going to do without it. But he had to do things that weren't as demanding of his physical energy and time. And the demands of the family, Pluto was still at a limit to how much he could take. Really, that was most extreme time. There were challenges there to how much he could take, what he would do. He didn't just go gracefully into that night of supporting his wife. And as he went to university, while he's supporting the kids too, he's feeling distinctly that how come nobody's helping? I'm just going to do this all myself. He's feeling not fair, but he has his commitments. He wouldn't let go on his principles. So you could say he was suckered, but really it was his cause. He valued that cause. Saturn in the 8th house. When it said he's going to make those commitments, he's going to take care of those things. He would do that by his nature. So I just want to point the Saturn's going down below. Pluto was down below and opposing the sun. So that's 2015. Pluto was below. So that's the big thing. Okay, I'll just put this here so we can get back to it. We'll come up to the year. And now, once he got past 2015, if he didn't break in 2015, I know he didn't break. I know he almost broke because those were the times that he would end up coming and getting a session and trying to see what's happening. Then he managed through 2016, 17. There's no more confrontations through this whole 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's no confrontations. There's no power struggles. There's no boss on his case. Wow, that's a good change. So he's past his biggest fears and blocks. His sons later, he had the Pluto hitting his moon some years before when it's squaring his moon. So he had to take care of many things in spite of himself, in spite of even being able to, while his wife was trying to get a better job, to get a better education, get a better job. It goes along with this here, so that's fine. So by 2018, the wife 2017, the wife finished her degree. She'd been at home more, but that doesn't mean she's working yet. Okay, so he needs to take some time for himself and be studying things, but in his mind, she probably needs to get a job to help out so he's not just carrying everything from here on in. He wouldn't think that would be fair. But then his Venus opposed Neptune and the Mars, it may not be for all, but I have to do it. Like, he has his dedication. He has his, you could call it a sacral clause, but it's his noble sense of dedication. Wouldn't want to be blamed for not taking care of things. Wouldn't want to be blamed for someone with him not having to do without. Not wanting the guilt. So, okay, that's Pluto. That's a big relief. He's several years past this, he's not going back into the fears or the power struggles he has. He's not having to carry anybody's university. Like, all the universities are going to fall off from here. And at some point, he's free from that burden. But that's his normal intensity is what's going to come back, what's going to replace it. Does he think it's too late? I can't do my things? No, he's going to think, I got to start doing something to me. I can't put up with it. I can't just play it. It can't be like this. It's got to come to my turn some way. But then we're looking at Neptune, the dreams, beliefs. So when you look at his Neptune, there hasn't been Neptune problems or faith problems or confusion problems for the last 4 years. But you look at the next 4 years and there's nothing but Neptune problems. Well, there's big Neptune changes, challenges. Neptune's, whoops, what happened here? Okay, somehow we lost the things. Okay, we'll go back to here. We'll have to pull them up again. Okay, so there's Neptune. There's the year. Here we are. Here's the zodiac graph. I'll put up here. We'll put it down a little bit lower so I can grab it. And we need the bio. Okay. So This is it. Okay, so we're back with the bio. Okay, that's it. Now we got all our pieces again. So we're working. This is our prep. You're trying to think, what am I going to tell a person? What's he need to know? Well, already you got some good positive things. That was the worst. 2014 to 15 was the worst. The bottom line, it's been getting better since. And there hasn't been confusion of things. But suddenly, from this year, Neptune hits its descendant. So Neptune, which opposes his Venus and Mars, is coming along. It's gone along. It's already squared while he was trying to pay for things and take care of things. It's already squared his Neptune. He's had confusion with the bosses, with work. His wife's going to school. The kids are going to school. He's running around doing soccer. That was while Neptune squared his Mars and Venus. Now Neptune's gone into Pisces and it's coming up. It's not hit his descendant yet. It's going to hit his descendant and square his midheaven. So it's hitting the angles of his chart. It's not hitting planets. It's done that. It's hitting the angles, which are his sensitive points, his motivation, his status, his identity, and his relationship. It's coming from the 7th house, the Neptune in the 7th house. So, okay. We know he's got to be building up. We know his tendency to be overly helpful to a fault. They have their codependencies, their interrelationships around it, but he has his expectations, Neptune, that his wife's probably going to finish her education. She'll get a job, she'll get something, and she'll take the pressure off. But you look at this, and the Neptune is coming on the descendant. It's in the wife's territory, in the relationship's territory. So he has the dream of what she could be doing. He's made the investment all these years to help her get her education. He's got the education. He's got the, so one way, positively, she gets an incredible job, and maybe she's not around much, she's being more busy, and that's fulfilling that and freeing that. But it's still, even though it's conjuncting his descendant, which is how I put it here, it's opposing his ascendant, so it's still going to cause some confusion to how he thought things were going to go. So it implies her dream and vision, now that she's got her degree, there's a puzzle of what she's deciding now. You look at his chart, he's got his relationship house, the 7th house, the Pisces is there, the Neptune's going into that 7th house, the big dream is coming on the 7th house. What do we do after the kids are gone? But his moon is there in Aries, the strong wife, the strong woman, making demands on what's needed to be done, and his feeling, I am the sun in the 10th house, I have to take care of those needs, even if it's confronting and challenging. So the Uranus, the Pluto, and the Jupiter opposing the moon, they're going to come up, and his Mercury, they're going to come up, and they were challenged the whole time while Pluto, Uranus, I've already hit all those things. The Neptune's coming up in that dream. Now we could have the dream. Well, it's possible maybe his wife wants more of a dream than work. Maybe wants to travel more, maybe wants to do more. If she gets the job, she might be away more, and he's got more time alone. But I think it looks like what if she decides she doesn't want to work, or she just wants to take it easy, wants to travel, right? Like, this is where it's useful to know. This is where you start to say, wow, if you had her chart, you can see the dynamic going on for her. And then you can see what she's going through, and you can merge this together and see how they're both processing to come at this without trying to project good or bad. I mean, the wife walks into his moon, the wife walks into, by knowing him, walks into this moon in Aries, becomes the moon in Aries for him, and makes the demands on what needs to be done. And then he has to go and help the needs. He's thinking about it, like, it's confronting, it's challenging, but a lot of good happens, a lot gets accomplished. Their kids are healthy, they're smart, they're growing up. Now what? So the odds of him making the choice for her versus her making the choice for him, when you look at the chart, she's going to make the choice. Okay, so this Neptune, it's a puzzle, it's a challenge, but it brings personal confusion, but a vision of the team. We could do this, we could do that. So she'll have some dream of what she wants to do. She's finished school, she's been a year or two out of school. What's next? And she'll have some visions of what to do. But Neptune, that vision will at the same time challenge, it'll cause confusion for his work. Neptune squaring the midheaven. So there may, he's working in sort of, I'm sorry, I think his job was involved with working with construction supplies, building things, advising. I forget which one it was, but in any case, they're still tied to the back and make sure which one it was in, because you're going to play this. This is how I play. When I say I lose it, I go back on. I'm trying to find where it is. That's how you work with it. That's just normal things. So, 24. Yeah. So I didn't say what the 4 is. So, okay. But there should, like, this means the visions, the expectations, the dreams are coming on the descendant. Well, for those expectations on the descendant, she'll have very strong agenda how she wants to do. He has very strong attitudes. He doesn't want to just be supporting her for the next while. He wants some things for himself. But she has these strong ideas, and it's right on his descendants, affecting him. It's for this next couple of years. What am I doing? What am I doing? This confusion is there. And this year, while Neptune's on the descendant, it's also squaring his midheaven. How can I do this? How can I afford this? How can I take care of this? We don't have the debts. How come I'm having trouble taking care of everything anyways? There's not enough money to do this. So she's probably good at knowing what we need and what needs to be spent and deciding what needs to be spent. And there's puzzles around. That could be confusions at work, whether the work gets laid back or cut back. It could be not making enough money. There's certain not being able to do as much as he could have. So there's confusions. And then it goes to Neptune scoring as Mercury in 2022 and into 2023. So there's confusion. Things aren't working according to his plan. They're going according to dreams and faith that are happening, faith and changes that are happening around him. That's a puzzle. So it's a real puzzle. You see it. See the text? That's what you're walking into. That's what you're going to have to talk about. You talk about the past. You see where it's coming from. He's going to be talking in the middle and being more specific around this. Okay, now when we look at Uranus to see if there's any sudden shocks, the big shocks were in 2015. Back when he ended one company, he started working. He kept working the part-time, and he started having the pain. He had the big shocks in 2014, 2015. So there's no big shocks coming in from Uranus now, like over the next 4 years. So there's not a Uranus, there's a Neptune problem, distinctly. No Pluto, no Uranus, Neptune is a problem. Temptation, puzzles, dreams. It'd be nice to be traveling all the time, but it'd be hard to pay for it.